91X.
Not really there
I don't know how I feel about the shoes.
Right, tell me about growing up here, and do you remember like some of your favorite shows that you saw, you know, Soma or wherever you went?
Oh, Soma, shit. Well, I didn't really see very many great shows at Soma, honestly. I saw a lot of good shows at the Che Cafe. I saw good shows at the Scene when it was around. I saw Bane. I saw Bane like 6 times at the Scene.
What did you see at the Shea that you remember? That you loved?
My favorite show I saw at the Shea was probably American Nightmare and Converge did a tour together, and they played with I think Blue Open.
Was the Shea your hang then?
Yeah. Shea was my spot.
Up to UCSD
opening.
It wasn't Evergreen Terrace. I remember that tour. They didn't. They did the I think they did the South, but they didn't come. The band that came with them was I don't remember honestly. I can't remember. But yeah, Shea was mostly my spot. That's where I went to see shows. I saw the Blood Brothers there like 200 times too. I saw a lot of 31G bands play there.
The
Locust and all those offshoots.
Every offshoot of the Locust?
Holy Molar and yeah. Not everyone.
Not everyone, but most of them?
Some of the early incarnations.
Where was your first gig in San Diego?
I played a house party. Or my first show as Wavves or...
As whatever. What were you doing before Wavves?
I did a band called Fantastic Magic in San Diego with my friend Matt, who's in Heavy Hawaii, this other band now. We played, I think at Casbah was the first show. Played with this band, Kill Me Tomorrow.
How long ago was that? You remember?
Probably 5 years.
5 years?
Something like that.
So what do you think about the San Diego scene now? I mean, you've been in and out for a little bit. Is there anything
It's
else?
a lot,
Heavy
I think
Hawaii,
it's a lot
obviously.
stronger.
It was, how long? When you first started?
5 years ago. I mean, right after, like, around that time, like, I think was the pinnacle of the kind of, like, thrashy, whatever, like, 31G was doing and that sort of thing. And then there was, yeah, and then before that, you had Hot Snakes and all of those bands, Drive Like Jehu. Hot Water Music is from Florida, you piece of shit.
But, you know.
So then after all of that, they're from Gainesville, actually. That doesn't matter. But there wasn't a ton of shit that was going on. There was cool stuff, but there wasn't, I don't think, like a big thing. And then, you had bands show up. Crocodiles.
Please, Mr. Gravedigger.
I used to sing.
Yeah, all that.
Oh, yeah. South Pack, definitely.
I suppose one of the questions I have for you is that, some of the bands have kind of thought that San Diego's not a place they really want to say they're from. There's still a lot. A couple of bands have kind of like, they've laughed and go, oh, we hate the scene or whatever.
Oh, who's that?
Nobody can remember the name of right now because just, but to me, it's kind of like, San Diego's. You party pooper!
Jacob.
That was so fucking rude.
I'm
sorry.
It was fun. Did you get it?
Crushing the young lady's dreams.
Should I stop?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That was.
You can do it on stage for you now. Right in the middle of it. Right in the balls.
No, I can't play anymore. All right.
So, is it a if you're cruising around Virginia or Memphis or something, do you say, obviously Southern California, most people know you from, is San Diego something that you can still be proud of at this point? Because there's a lot of really good bands coming from here at this point. It seems.
I mean, whether or not there are good bands, I'm still from San Diego. That
Right.
doesn't really. It's not like, oh, it's cool now. I'm from San Diego again, or something like that. But yeah, no, I am from San Diego. This is where Wave started. So yeah, definitely, it'll always hold a place for me. And hopefully, once I make enough money, I can buy a house here.
Would you? So you'd be based out? You'd want to be based out of here then?
I mean, for the time being, LA is just easier because we all live there, and it would just be a drag to have to all drive to. it's just easier to all do it from LA at this point. He lived in
How would
Memphis.
we ever practice?
Yeah, Delta Spirit.
How would we be able to practice?
Delta
Practice like
Spirit's
3
living
times a
in
week.
New York now because to them it's easier to tour.
Yeah,
over there.
John Jameson. I've known that fucking guy forever.
Right. So some people have to do it on New York, some people, and for a while it was hard to do it unless you make it really massively huge, and then you can afford to do
Whatever. We
whatever,
want.
whatever
Well,
you
you know,
want.
hopefully we
Well, I hope you do, because as I said before on the bus, you write some of the most interesting pop songs in the world. And I was a huge fan of the Jesus and Mary Chain back in the day. And when you pick up a guitar and you start playing along with their stuff, and you realize how simple and how beautiful it is, and then they would just layer so much stuff on top of it, you know, at a time, especially back then, they couldn't get like destructed, you know, guitar pedals to sound right. They all just sounded like crap for the most
Yeah.
part. But nowadays it seems like there's one song I keep playing on the radio. I can't remember what it's like, a 5-6 minute song. And at the end of it, it's just like it's loop upon what's the name of the song? That you guys 5
loop
minutes.
upon loop.
It's like the thing just keeps, and then finally at the end it comes back into.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll have to go look at my playlist.
Baseball cards, Mickey Mouse.
There's probably a few of them then.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
the
a
only,
lot.
The only songs that are that long are like
I mean, there's Baby Say Goodbye.
Baby Say Goodbye.
I
That's
think
actually
yeah,
that's
you know
it
what?
because
That's it.
That's the one that does have the loops at the end.
But it's, and the loops are not running at the same speed. So they're
Oh,
all like
yeah,
kind
yeah.
I like how I'm telling you this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that is a song. I had to practice it.
Yeah, no, Steven and I recorded that in Oxford, Mississippi. Yeah, with Dennis.
Years ago.
But it's a great pop song. That's what
Thank
I'm
you.
saying. I think, you know, and obviously being a Beach Boys fan, Beatles fan, you know, and they were the first guys. Tomorrow Never Knows, probably one of the best examples of a great pop song.
Yeah.
One chord for the most part, is it?
There's two in there, but yes, it's basically one chord throughout the whole verse.
One ringing chord, and they add a couple things over the top of it.
Yeah.
To me, pure pop genius, but disguised as a chant, which is, you know, pretty cool. But
Yeah.
well, listen, thanks for swinging by. I appreciate it
Absolutely,
a
of
lot.
course.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thanks
Very
for
nice
having
to
us,
meet
man.
you
Thank
guys.
you. Very nice to meet you.
And we'll chat soon.
Cool.
Wavves, they'll be playing that stage later.
Got a drink now?
Good, great. Buy him a beer.
My goodness. All right, thanks for coming. We're Wavves. What do you want? It's nice to be back in San Diego. I'm from here. I used to live in one of those stables right over there. Sell out. Yep.